Just by your answer, sweetie, I can tell you go, this is classic. Yeah, right, whatever. Here's what is on your mind. I'm a big, arrogant, big mouth fucking asshole, right? And you want to destroy that any way you can.
This so that I can send it to you. So if you need to like edit it.
Okay, yeah, that's smart.
Because me just, not my toes, not for free.
Not for the free. This girl at work, she was like, I work at
Bruh. Oh, you do?
Yeah. And this girl at work was like, yeah, I'm trying to like sell on Depop, sell clothes and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She was like talking about that, and someone was like, yeah, you need to be selling feet pics. She's like, I don't know how to do that, whatever. And they started like helping her. Like, you go in here, go in here. I was like, dude, you guys she was just trying to sell clothes on the side.
I'm like, and now we're sex.
Yeah, like you guys just sexualized her whole side hustle.
They're like, instead, let's just sell pictures of your shoes.
What really sells is fucking socks. You selling your socks? Like, oh
Ew,
God.
dude. I knew a girl, but she also worked at the club, that would sell her undies.
But legit would?
Yeah.
It wasn't like a scam where she was like pretending?
She would
and
some dudes would ask her to like not shower or like go to the gym and then send them to her.
They're like, hey, can you play full court basketball?
No, literally.
And then send me.
Like, can you go on a jog and then send me those, please?
They're sending you they're sending you the trails that they want you to hike.
Ew.
Like, go hike.
You're like, here's my All Trails account. I want you to do the first 3.
Yeah. It's like, yo, I want you to do the most difficult trail and then send me the plans. It's freaky.
You're like, send me pictures of you doing squats and then fucking send it.
That's a whole other category though, like training to failure videos. You've seen those?
Yes.
When girls are like
yeah. Oh, and
pissing.
like the shake. Oh, the pissing is.
And shaking their legs and I'm like, am I supposed to be watching? I feel like I owe them money.
The Brazilian. It's like usually like the Brazilian trainers. They're like really fucking intense, and they're like pushing your fucking knees back to like get you to lock out, and it's like. You could just not.
Take a breather now.
You could just be chill about it. I don't know why we got to be doing all of that. Like, fuck.
Brazilian people get pretty fit, though.
Well, they do. But also, it's like at the cost of pissing yourself.
In public?
That's a poor pelvic floor. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit. Pelvic floor talk early in the show. Kegels. Kegels, guys.
You got to keep them on your Kegels more than your squats. Because
Kegels. A lot of people have, like, count your steps and all that kind of apps.
Yeah.
What about Kegel counter?
Bro, I'm doing Kegels right now. No,
we're getting strong pelvic floors.
We got to tap in early.
Ridiculous. Early, quick.
Hi.
I'm still trying to do the intro.
She's back.
Yeah. Now you guys can see what I'm dealing with, not just hear it. Madison Cooley.
Oh, that was
I'm trying to do your
so
intro.
funny. Yeah, like we'll jump off the Kegel talk.
We're gonna come back to Kegel talk. I'll put a pin in it.
Yeah, we gotta get our reps in.
It's a funny word.
Kegel? I don't know. Yeah.
Kegel talk.
IE sounds more.
Kegel talk is gonna be your spin-off show on my network.
Kegel talk.
KT with
Dude,
MC.
fuck yeah. There are Kegels. We'll talk about the news.
Yeah, Kegels. Some news gives you the Kegels though on accident.
Yeah.
Like,
depending on how scary it is, we're like, fuck.
Maybe that could be a merch shirt. Gives you the Kegels.
Gives you the Kegels. Instead of that gave me chills, it's like.
That gave me Kegels. All right, Madison Cooley. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Welcome back to the show, I should say.
Yes, I'm so.
You're back. You're one of the guests that was on my.
Excited to be back.
Thank you. You're one of the guests that was on my audio only back in the day.
Yeah.
And we had a great episode. People like it.
Here we are.
And now we're back for video. So you guys are welcome.
Hi.
So since you're a return guest, I want to start off like, welcome back. And how have you been?
I've been good.
Before we get to what we'd like to talk about.
I've been good. I've been busy. I've been busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Is there anything new and exciting going on since the last time we talked to you? Like last time we talked about a couple different things.
Talking about lashes. Yeah, still doing lashes. Just, I don't know. I just have been adjusting to not working full time and just trying to keep a good work-life balance because that's really hard for me sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to adjust to the new life.
Yeah. All right, cool. But yeah, work-life balance is important
Yes.
for people out there. Try to manage that stress, right?
Yes.
Stress is a big killer.
Dude.
What did Willie Nelson say? Stress is like the number one killer.
Probably.
And then weed is that's why he smokes weed.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, weed is the answer to the, number one
I was going to make a
stress.
Luigi comment, but we're still so early, so.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. That guy takes over everything. That fucking guy, I still can't
I was like really pondering on how crazy I wanted to get right there, and I was like, ugh.
I did see the thing where Franco, the Franco brother, not James. Is it James? The little brother.
Oh, Dave.
He said his phone keeps blowing up about doing the movie for that.
Really?
He said it's the most times he's been texting.
I don't know. I'd be into that. I'm being good.
That's a pelvic floor kind of movie.
Pelvic floor approved. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Damn, that would
Franco
be.
Bros.
Well, that'd be like a 5-minute movie.
No, I mean they probably do some background.
Bro,
work.
we don't even. I think
What do we know about Luigi?
Dude, I don't even think we have the right person, to be honest. But like, also like,
Whoa.
what the fuck?
You don't think we have the right person though?
No. I mean, the photos versus like the guy, and then like all the details about like the backpack being left, and then he was arrested with the backpack. But like also the main thing of like a McDonald's employee turning in somebody who shot a CEO. That alone is like,
yeah,
because McDonald's employees are really like on top of the fucking.
Right. They can't even get my order out.
I'm like, I don't even fucking eat at McDonald's, but like me as a
No, I eat at McDonald's.
like me as an individual, I can't imagine that I'd be like, wow, that guy really looks like a top shot photo. That dude who shot a seat, like I can't see any McDonald's employee being
that fucking
so
good of a detective.
Yeah.
And it had just happened.
So on top of it
Yeah.
that it's like, is that the guy?
Yeah. Well, some people are on social media though while they're at work, Bro,
I know, but even then, like the
oh,
photo,
shit.
I'm like, how did you get that whole face off of like a downwards shot? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. They also said it was really far away too, like for the time when they caught him. He was already fucking.
When I worked at Victoria's Secret, when I lived in Scottsdale, like 11 years ago, we had a shoplifter that was like on the FBI list. Like he was like most wanted for shoplifting. And my boss was like, we had the headsets. My boss was like, that guy that's in beauty is wanted, so like keep him in the store. And we had a photo of him in the back room, like the office room. It looked nothing like him, and I'm like, how the fuck did you know that was him? Obviously he was actually changing his identity, and the photo we had was from like 6 months ago, and it was him because once he was way too smart. Like once he saw us sort of hovering, he just started dumping shit out of his pockets. It was crazy. He ended up getting arrested, but it's like photos versus real life.
Yeah.
Like
and
Facetune, hello. Like me as a girl, like even like I don't.
But even there's that middle ground too, where it's like if I'm wrong, I'm gonna accuse this guy.
It's a crazy accusation.
Yeah, so you're like, ooh, am I right? It's like hard to.
Yeah, but also maybe it is him because if it wasn't him, the way he's acting, he's still like very much like. So it's like maybe it is him.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe he's just dealing with living in the shadow of the other guy he looks like. You know what I mean? Like everywhere he goes, like people are like, "That guy's a piece of shit." You're like, "I promise it's not me. I'm my own style."
Like, one day.
Yeah, I remember one time I was like applying for my first apartment, so I was super young,
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, you got denied because you had this crazy record." I was like, "What was on my record?" And it's like, "You had done all this fraud and prison time and shit." I'm like, that guy's.
You're like, when?
His birthday is like in the 1965 or something.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
It's like, that's not me, dude. And I'm like, oh, you're right. Let's redo it.
Dude, my dad got pulled over when he was moving to Tucson from the res. This was like before IDs had fucking photos on them. He got pulled over because some guy was wanted for murdering his whole family. And because my dad was moving to Tucson, he had like his whole life in his car. And they pulled him over in Salt River Canyon. The guy had the same name as him. No. And so they were like questioning him like so much. And he's like, I'm just moving.
Yeah. It looks like you're running from something.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's like, just like a standard fucking paper ID. And then I think he had his like high school ID or something, or something from high school, that like his fucking basketball photo or something, and then they were like, oh, we don't have the right guy.
Yeah.
But my dad was like, they had me almost in custody because
He's like, had I not my... If I
yeah,
didn't
he's
have
like,
my,
this is before you had to have your photo on the ID, which I'm like, IDs didn't have photos on them. Like, why have one?
We didn't have technology. They're like, draw it yourself on there. I don't care.
Give me your best
That's insane, though.
self-portrait.
He stayed out of prison because he had like his little league trophies in the car.
Literally,
Like, look, dude, I was all American.
he looked older than his age, so they were like, "You're around the," and he's like, "I'm just trying to move." Or
Moving's
maybe he
hard.
killed his other family. Who knows? No,
It was him.
it was him this whole time.
Yeah. I didn't get him on the show. I've already said that. I didn't get him on the show. He's interesting.
Bruh, he would just be. He's not a talker.
Really?
No.
Not after that run-in with the law.
No, my dad is not. If you asked him questions, maybe, but I don't. I feel like I'm like, I interview my dad when I see him. Like, so
What's going
how's
on?
that?
Yeah.
That's fine. He got like total knee surgery. If I wasn't bugging him, he probably wouldn't have even told me. You know,
Damn.
just show up with a bionic knee.
Old school dudes
He's a
are like
low-key
that.
guy.
They're
He's
like
not
that,
trying
though.
to-
They're like, if you're not going to come looking for me at the hospital, I'm not going to come tell you
No, exactly.
that I'm in there getting surgery.
But if you ask him, he'll tell you. But
Right.
it's like, he's not going to be like, oh, and then on this day, this happened. Like, he's
Yeah.
not a...
He's not a yapper.
No, not a yapper. Not a yapper.
No and yap for him. It's just
No
coffee
yap.
or whatever. Yeah.
It's coffee and shut the fuck up.
Breakfast and that's it.
Yeah. We could just sit, eat, sleep, repeat. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. I'd like to say I'm not a yapper, but I made a whole show about yapping.
Bitch, I'm a yapper, McYapperton.
I love
Yappity,
a-
yap,
I
yap,
love
yap,
a
yap,
good
yap.
yap.
I think
let's-
I could speak less, probably.
What's up with your lashes, though? Let's talk about lashes before we move on.
Yes, lashes.
Lash-
Still lashing away. It was funny because it's been a year now since I started, and I've gotten so much better, but it's so funny to look at the old photos because I thought I was like really killing it, which I was for doing it for the time that I was, but I've gotten so much better.
Yeah.
It's very satisfying to see the
Do you cringe going back and looking at
yes, absolutely.
like how confident you were at your
Yeah,
stuff?
absolutely. But honestly, that's like 90% of it. You gotta like,
Yeah. Like
because
you
I
said.
remember when I was starting my business, it's like very personal for me, and I'm trying to attract a certain type of person because I'm not like I'm not like a hotel spa. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna drop the F-bomb during
Yeah.
appointment, and I've found like a really lovely group of girls that are great. They're all like 80% of them are all Virgos, which is hilarious
Really?
because I have a good tendency of finding
Yeah.
Virgos rapidly.
Virgos are chill.
Dude, yeah, sort of.
I get along with Virgos.
There you go. See? So then
I think they're
you
chill.
reap the benefit.
Yeah.
Other people are like, But yeah, it's good. I think this year's goal is to build a little at-home salon situation because I have a lot of room
Nice.
on my property and I need to fill it with something.
Yeah.
Tiny home. Probably a tiny home to rent, and then maybe it'll be like a little office spacey. So we'll see.
Tiny homes are cool.
Yeah. I have enough room that I could just throw in
Yeah.
in the yard.
And you can move it all the time because the way tiny homes
Rent
are.
it
they're
out
like,
for gem show.
Yeah,
Because
there
the
you
shit
go.
show is happening already
Oh,
in
shit.
Tucson. So many. God, it's crazy. Getting out of Tucson took me longer than like getting on the fucking freeway.
Because of the gem show?
Yeah, the gem show.
You're not a fan?
The gem show.
It's fun, but you get also it's like a hassle for you guys.
I feel like it was a lot more legit like 10 years ago, but now it's like saturated with the same shit over and over again, and it's
yeah.
like very like mass produced rather than like lots of
Yeah.
fake Indian jewelry, like Native American jewelry, which drives me fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's like fake turquoise, fake silver or silver plated, and then it's just like, and then outside of that, it's like the culture behind jewelry in general. It's like it's just so disconnected from the actual thing. But I do like going and seeing things. It's just like the amount of shit that people bring into town, and then
To try to sell?
to try to sell, and the amount of people that it bring. Like, I was talking to a friend about it because we're dark, but I was like, imagine the amount of like trafficking that goes around Gem Show, because it's like so many people from all over the world, literally, that come into like a tiny little town, and their population goes up like a whole bunch for like 3 months.
Who's gonna search a bunch of rocks? Right?
And a lot of people be doing a lot of sketchy shit, to be honest.
Hide stuff in the rocks.
Yeah, like downtown's weird. Yeah, I'm like drug trafficking, sex trafficking.
Put a person in the rocks?
Put a person in the rocks, probably.
Dig into the rocks.
I mean, there's so many. It's not even just rocks, too, because there's like metal work. But I don't know. It's wild. It's like, it used to be better, but I think I'm just burnt out on it because it's like my fucking 11th year. And then also dealing with those people like on a service level, like, serving them, because I work at a bar now too, so it's like, like, here's these kind of people coming in. Yeah, you can tell that they're not
like, dude, if you show me
wholly out of towner, holy shit. Like,
if you show me another heart-shaped thing, rock thing, pendant.
But my favorite thing too is it kind of brings in the grifters, because like the grifters, like the homeless population is already pretty bad in Tucson, but it definitely goes up a little bit.
We see a couple
more
guys.
They're like selling like river rock out of the canal, and people just be buying it, and it's so funny to me because I'm like, so you guys are coming from the Gem Show and you're buying off of like a folded table. Because like a lot of the Gem Show people, when I used to do private events for them, I'm like, there's no way this guy is like a millionaire, because he's like, smells like shit, hardly showered, gross hair, will buy a $50,000 gemstone in like cash. You're like,
how's he doing?
Okay. Yeah, like, what the fuck? I had one year when a guy pulled out like a whole body bag of weed and just started like dealing it, and I was like, dude, can you like do that like in the parking lot? Like there's like kids. Oh, at the Gem Show you said? It was just an event. Like when I used to work at the restaurant, I did a private.
Like, the Gem Show, I'm going. That's lit.
Well, I'm like, just hang out with the Colorado people and they'll hook you up.
Yeah, for real, huh? You gotta find your crowd.
Yeah, but we did like a private show, because also too, I don't think people realize people come into town for the Gem Show way earlier as sellers, because then sellers amongst themselves have private shows, because it's like the really expensive ass shit, like $1 million items and down. Yeah. And then they all vend to each other and then they resell it, and it goes on for like 3 months. And downtown's like the hotel that it's in, it's not even a hotel anymore. They just do Gem Show for a month and then they're closed for the rest of the year.
They're just breading me up.
Bro, yeah.
Tucson. Is there a reason?
I know. I don't know.
What's going on in Tucson? Because it's easy to traffic. It's right there.
Maybe it's right there.
You know what I mean? It's just like,
it's easy to traffic. We're doing it.
They're like, what? Where
I don't know. It's been happening for so long, and now there's so many permanent Gem Show spaces that even just show you around. Like, I don't know. I really don't.
There's no reason. Okay.
Yeah,
Tucson's
maybe because there's
places.
Nothing fucking else there, and like, why not? If you had that in Phoenix, it would be a fucking shit show.
They're like, who doesn't care if we just start fucking around in their town? Yeah, Tucson.
Tucson's very international, like
in the worst way.
Yeah.
In the worst way possible.
There's like a lot of Europeans that commute in and out. I don't know. It's weird.
No, that's cool. Someone was talking about Tucson the other day, and they're like, I was there. It was like their first time. They're like, I liked it. It was good.
No, it's shitty.
And
Stop coming to Tucson. No, I'm just kidding.
I looked at them. I was like, you like Tucson? And they're like, well, no, not really. Like they were ashamed already. They're like, no, I don't love it. I just thought it was kind of cool. I'm like, okay. So
I fucking love Tucson. You guys can hate it. Don't come. Stop moving there.
I'm not gonna go that much. No, it's a good spot.
I come here and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Really?
Yes. I can't. The freeways, the driving. There's so many fucking people.
It's
if
chill.
I had a No, it is not chill.
It's chill here.
People drive like ass clowns. There's just like...
Everyone says that about Phoenix and Arizona drivers.
Tucson's pretty shitty, but at least I can like anticipate the fucking... It's usually like old people. Mm-hmm. But like the cutting over, my road was raging on the way here, I'm not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we not have enough murals? Is that why?
Yeah,
Tucson's got a mural every 2 minutes.
Fuck yeah, we do.
It's like all the courthouse mural it up. Like, what are you doing, dude? Chill. Respect one thing around here and stop muraling everything.
No. My friend's a muralist. Muraler.
But...
Mueller.
Sounds like mailer. You're a Mueller mailer.
Mueller. Yeah, I mean...
I think it's
arty.
Cool. I like it. It's cool, but I'm saying...
Artsy fartsy. Maybe that's why the Gem Show's there. I don't know.
Yeah.
it's like a different type of person.
Yeah. I think it's like you said, it's those drifter types, and then everyone that wants to be like that.
It's like
the impersonators. Like, you guys are all
posers. Like a different font of a like a small Colorado town where like everybody's like
italic.
Yeah. It's like the super like rich kids that like don't know how life works, but then they're like, but like I really had a good ayahuasca trip and
trying to rough it.
And I bought this $50,000 garnet and I haven't worked in 9 years, and then that mixed with like really good Mexican food.
Yeah. Plus tacos.
Yeah, like the best food you'll ever have.
That's true. I did say that to that person. I'm like, they have good food though.
Yeah, Phoenix food sucks.
No,
Sorry.
it doesn't. But that's the only thing Tucson has, so it shines to the top,
Good food.
Yeah, it's like, whoa, I guess the food's good. It's like, you gotta eat. Tucson, gotta
the
eat.
perception, it's like, God, it sucks, but at least I'm fed well.
Tucson, that's their slogan back in the day. It said, gotta eat.
You gotta eat.
You gotta stop somewhere.
Gotta, here or never.
Yeah. All right, that's enough bashing Tucson. I like it.
I love Tucson.
And I'm gonna go out there and do a show
I hate
or something.
Tucson.
So I did want to talk to you. You know what I mean? You're like my person I kind of hit up when something's going on in the news.
The gossip.
In the news and stuff,
Yes.
current events and stuff.
Yes, girl.
I'm usually like, yo, what do you think of this? Or I ask you, like, is this real? Like, like, is this even a thing?
No, none of it's real.
Because sometimes you're like, no, that's not. They already debunked that, or I already looked that up last week. So what do you want to talk about current events? I know Diddy is old news now, and it's
he
like,
is and he isn't. The
I
Diddy
just wrote on
thing
this.
is crazy because, oh my God, dude, I just
What?
want him to rot in prison for the rest of his life.
sick of him.
Well, I mean, I've been sick of him, but the whole court, the Jay-Z thing is
What?
excellent.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah, I think that's good stuff. Just because how they're handling it, like,
I don't like how you're getting my feminine energy out. I'm like sitting up.
you're like, oh shit.
Maybe we should spark a joint. Like, hold on, let me lock
We're
it.
like, let me get the tea.
Let me lock this in.
Pour
Hold
the
on.
tea.
Yeah.
I'm just how they present themselves. It's like very entitled. I don't know. I don't know what they fucking thought would happen, I guess is what I'm getting at. Like Jay-Z handling the whole claims and being like, fucking liar. It's like,
yeah.
It's like, okay, well, if someone's talking about it and you're wanting to pretty much like sue them into oblivion, like that's how you're going to react in that situation.
Right.
You're not going to like, the anger, I guess, is
It's like that's what a guilty person acts like, right?
correct in
Where
my
it's like,
mind.
hey, are you sitting on the remote? And they're like, what? Like,
Yeah, like
it's
the over emotional
Yeah.
response is never a good sign, in my opinion.
You're either super guilty or super innocent.
Yeah, because it's like,
it's
why
such
are
a
we
gamble.
talking about it? Like, if it
Such
never
a
fucking
gamble.
happened, then why are we talking about it?
So he was accused of having sex with an underage girl with someone else.
13-year-old girl with Diddy, Jay-Z, and then there's an unmentioned female.
Something like that.
Which,
We're thinking
I'm not
it's
going to be throwing fucking names out, but...
We think it's someone that we might already know, right?
yeah, I
Like
think
a
it's
person that's
somebody
famous?
whose name has already been kind of in the mix. But it's all allegedly.
Yeah. We're just having... We're
allegedly.
goofing around.
We're boot scoot boofing.
Yeah.
But, like, and also Diddy's response to not getting bailed out after trying 4 fucking times. And then, like, throwing a fit. And then, there's been people talking about how when, it was his birthday and, like, Christmas, his son was, posting on behalf for him, and it's like total like PR smoke and mirrors gimmicks, like and they are so used to that they don't know how to act like fucking normal people.
Yeah. It's like when they call people elitist, where it's like, I'm going to do this, I'm better than you. Like,
Well, it's like you're
getting
so
crazy.
disconnected from
Yeah.
reality, but that also to me shows that you've been manipulating so much that you literally think you can get away with it every single fucking time.
Yeah.
Which is not how that works anymore, unfortunately. Like,
The internet's around.
one good thing about like weird celebrity idolism is it made influencer culture only because influencers at first were more relatable than celebrities because I don't think influencer culture would have happened if celebrities were more relatable. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
I can't fucking relate to some dude who's acting like that. Like, if I was getting accused of something like that, I would be like, what the fuck? I'd be beside myself, not being like, you dumb bitch.
Right. You'll see.
You'll see.
You'll never
It's
work
like,
again in this town. Yeah.
Put the phone down. How about we have your lawyer make something sound less unhinged, and then, like, you're a public figure, billionaire, question mark, probably, right?
At this point? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, now you're not relatable and you're a billionaire. And you want me to feel bad for you?
No thanks.
I don't really think...
Plus, those accusations are just crazy. Like, you're right. There's got to be a better way to handle it where you could say, like, hey, you know, this isn't a joke around about, whatever. Like, you can't have too many emotions. You have to be like...
Yeah, it's very,
the only emotion
serious.
maybe you should
also,
have
too, because it takes away from, like, the actual topic that's at hand. Like, we're talking about a 13-year-old getting assaulted, and we're going to, like, start, like, plugging shit in and adding more to the fluff. Like, just focus on that. We don't need to, like... extrapolate it like, well, I was actually in Miami that night, and it's like, okay, cool, so like,
did you do this or not?
But this,
let's just prove it.
But we do that with everything, so it's like, no, like, focus on
we're
the
asking
thing.
About one specific thing.
I didn't ask you if you were partying that night. I'm just asking about this. So, like, can we talk about it, or
people do that when they're accused of stuff. Like, I watch those body cam videos a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And right away,
people
like,
tell on themselves all the fucking time. Like,
but they'll start saying like, "Oh, I have to go. I'm an important person at my job," or something like that. And they're like, "We don't care."
That's what I'm saying. You yourself have this weird entitlement for yourself because you perceive yourself as better than everybody else, which not how that works. I'm sorry. Like,
and it's like, I'm gonna go get an ashtray. It's like the universe is gonna humble you down no matter what, though.
For sure. It's just because that kind of behavior doesn't jive with the collective. Like, if everyone was acting like that, I think we would have been done by now.
Yeah, that'd have been some barbarian times.
That's just, like, gluttony weirdness. Because it's like, just be normal.
Yeah. Do you think those guys were all really connected with, like how high up do you think it goes? Like, they're, they're connected, like, with politicians, or does it go higher, like the real leaders that are...
when this first happened, like last year, I used the Wayback Machine to look up all of P. Diddy's, and I was sending you shit like a schizophrenic psycho.
It was cool,
I think
though,
I still have the screenshots, maybe I don't, because there was a time where I was like, I know I still have the links at minimum, but...
those I lock in.
Yeah, I'm like, those I have to save, because when I was on the Wayback Machine, there was like times where P. Diddy's website, because he changed his name also, and I think the name change has so much to do with how he sees himself, again, like psychologically, because it's like a new, even if you're like spiritual, religious, trying to be fucking esoteric, whatever, it's like a sign of new beginnings.
Right.
And wiping the slate clean, and I'm not going to hit you as hard next time. And like, it's like,
no, yeah, I hear you.
It's this for him, mental reset, and like for us, it like, who fucking cares? But it's like for him, it's real.
Guy,
and that's what I mean. It like with people like that, that's why you can't let them wiggle around, like, because it doesn't matter what he says, because it's how he feels.
They'll never learn their lesson. They're just gonna be like, well, I'm a new guy. It's a schizophrenic kind of vibe. Like, Puff Daddy did that, but P. Diddy would never.
Because people are so afraid of their negative traits that they don't even want to like acknowledge that they're even doing it. Yeah. And that's how it keeps happening, because they're gaslighting themselves, and then it's like, and 10 other people. But then at a certain point, 2 people look at each other like, what the fuck's happening? And then it all crumbles.
It all crumbles when someone...
And then that's when everyone gets pneumonia. And no, just kidding. Allegedly.
So scary. You're just killing people with the disease
allegedly.
Like that.
But it's like, it's... When I was looking at his old websites, like, it was blog pages, because it was early internet. And early internet was way different, which I wish... the younger folk could experience, because it's not what it is now. Like, they think that we're censored now. We were censored previously also. Like, we're censored on both sides. So it's not like... The internet used to be fucking crazy. It used to be wild. But it's also a good thing, I think, that it's censored. Yeah,
it's like they had to do something about it, but there was a time where it was
also, kids are getting exposed to, like...
Too much.
Too much, too soon,
Yeah.
you know? Like, and I don't think that that's a good thing necessarily either. But anyway, tangent. Diddy's websites, there was a lot of blogging about Notorious B.I.G. and like clubbing, and then sometimes the links would break and it would go to like a live stream, but you couldn't see the live stream because it was live at one point, but you could tell from the URL that it was like plugged in.
Old link, yeah.
Old link.
Dead link.
And then his websites would change names after that. And I got kind of down like a crazy rabbit hole where then I was finding links that were going to different websites that were like really weird and like looked like code or whatever, like code talking. But it also could just be because the fucking website was from 1995.
Yeah, and that's the way it ran, yeah.
Yeah, but also it's just weird that that's what happens when you're clicking around on his shit. And I haven't checked it again recently, but I'm sure now it's like, you know, like
scrubbed.
Because this was before people were like really gung-ho, because it was before the Cassie footage came out. It was before all of that other stuff. And now, because now it's like everybody's on board, you know, because it's like
it's like an appalling video. It's like, what the fuck? And a lot of people didn't like the fact that he's not going to get in trouble for that because it was like past the statute or whatever.
Yeah. But also
So
the
a lot
part
of
that
people
people
have, like-
aren't seeing too is like he was involved with politicians like Maxine Waters
Yeah.
and like
He had that whole like voter
he
die
had
thing.
Prince Harry, like, vote or die.
Yeah, it's like he was like, for a long time, like in their
Yeah.
pocket, or whoever was paying who. I don't know if he's paying them, they're paying him, but
And just like you and I interact with other people and each other, like that's who he was interacting with. And it's easy to gloss over because of everything fucking else. The 1,000 bottles of baby oil and whatever the fucking, but like his intentions.
So that's the way to catch him. Just like, who is he sending memes
His
to?
intentions were like, why? What is going on? Is that necessary? Is that how we do this? Like, is this America? Is this our celebrity idolism? Like, we're mixing the waters that much that it's like,
The Maxine Waters?
you know, like, the Maxine Waters.
We're Maxine the Waters?
I saw an article from like, I think it was New York Times that was like, is Kim Kardashian a Republican? And I'm like, who fucking cares? Like, who gives a shit? Like, these people are all interacting with our money that we gave them because we're fucking constantly given ads and all this shit all day. And then it's like, we're supposed to be like shocked by what they're doing behind closed doors. Like, they're fucking people too. They're not.
Yeah.
I've never seen an instance where the more you have of something, like, it's benefiting everybody in this current climate. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, like, so, but we've also fed the beast, you know, but we didn't know. We didn't know.
Yeah.
It was just the internet.
But
now it's like all these old idols that got to literally fuck around. And like the MLK shit got leaked today and everyone's like, oops, shit, my bad. But
Is it out? What's out?
yeah, Trump released, and I think JFK, and then there was one more, I can't remember. But
I gotta look that up. I know you
basically,
said he's
MLK like would participate in orgies, and
Yeah.
he constantly was cheating,
Yeah, we
and
knew that one.
you know, he wasn't really a man
He
of
wasn't a
God
goody
type
two-shoes guy,
vibe.
yeah.
But also to me, I'm just like, okay, but when you look at everyone from that time, when you're that, I don't even want to say popular, because it's just like, when you're that
I'll take it. Thanks, dude. When you're that, like, poppin'.
important, I guess, like,
Notable? Thank you, babe.
yeah, notable. I'm like, they're not important to me. You know, like,
Yeah, like notoriety, whether you're famous for a good reason or bad reason, like when
Yeah.
you're just in the limelight. Because like even serial killers have groupies,
yeah, exactly.
right?
It's
So it's
like
like
this,
MLK was just popping, and you know he had bitches
but it was
around.
under a different perception. But also, I'm like, that's because in that time, at least how I perceive it from like when I talk to my mom and dad, it's like gossip was a no-no, and you didn't have social media, and sometimes in the newspaper there'll be like a little headline about you and your family.
Yeah,
And it's like, that was at minimum, and that's like if you were reading the newspaper. So
Yeah.
it's like, but now I could fucking like
there's
say
a couple-
something crazy right now like I am right now.
Yeah, but there's
and
a
I
couple
could go
comedians-
and hit millions of fucking people, and then it's like, and then what? But also they're not in my fucking space. So it's
Yeah.
like this weird, it gets
yeah.
it all
It travels
mushy.
even faster now.
But with the older folks, it's like that shit's like in headlines and blogs and on your fucking website from 1990 whatever that people can still look up. And you guys probably thought, oh, this is like what I had a VPN, because there was also VPNs on those sites too, but a 1990s VPN that's expired, it's irrelevant.
Damn.
So you can just go on them.
It's all there still.
Yeah, it's all there. But it's, I don't know. And I think, like I said earlier, you got to focus on the thing. You can't let all the other shit get all fun, because it is crazy. It's fucking crazy, but that's the outcome of those fucking actions. Like, that's an insane person. He's a spoiled little toddler, like,
have you seen that video
mama's boy.
Seen the video of him riding a motorcycle in jail? They let him ride a motorcycle in jail. He's like riding down the whole thing. I'm like, what the fuck's he even really in jail?
Bro, I have not seen that.
You haven't seen that?
That has to be fake.
Pull it up on your phone.
No! That has to be fake.
Sometimes I bring the TV in here, but
Bitch.
look up Diddy rides motorcycle in jail. It was like on his birthday.
Dude, I hate it here.
So it's like, I think he's still getting away with stuff, dude.
Dude, fucking Eric Adams, hello? Or, no, allegedly.
The New York.
I'm bitch, what? I hate this. Why?
You've never seen this?
No.
Let's look at the reaction. Watching Diddy do whatever he wants still. He does like a little scoot, I think he kicks the rear end out, just to rap on you.
Also, I think that's why I love gossip, because living in a small town, bro, that's all you guys fucking do, because it's just, you all know each other, you're around each other all the time.
Did you hear what someone
It gets very incestuous very fast, and it's just...
That sucks, huh?
And then there's meth, Mormons, and militia up there.
Whoa.
We were the top meth county when I was in junior high or high school in the whole nation. Like, so, per capita of people.
You know, like the Midwest has those alarms, those fire alarm or tornado alarms.
Oh, yeah.
You guys had like, boom, like a meth lab blows up. You're like, oh.
There was a trailer park that used to be in front of my like neighborhood.
Someone just blow up.
And the whole thing burnt down because 2 trailers exploded.
Damn.
And then they put a rehab over it. They were like, that's where that goes.
That is kind of sacred, huh?
Yeah, they're like, amen.
A few meth heads died here. The spirit will live on.
Yeah, dude. But I understand why he won, because I know hundreds of thousands of people like that, and I get the appeal.
Yeah.
But there's also like more of an understanding that I don't think they have by working or living in like a place like Phoenix or something. Like, you kind of see bigger assholes that are like, you're a CEO of what? And it's like all this weird corporate jargon horseshit. Like, I was working last night and there's this kid that's a engineer, and he was talking about how he can't go to school, but he needs to go to school. Like, he has to stop at a certain point in his degree. Like, he can get his master's, but he can't get his PhD, because if he got his PhD, they would have to pay him a certain price. But no one will pay that because they don't want to. And I'm like, that should literally be required by law. Like, what the fuck is happening then? Yeah. Like, why are you making them go back to school? Because they were talking about how someone got laid off, and now she has a PhD, and she's trying to find a job. And she'll gladly take the $60K, but like her PhD requires her to get 90 or whatever, and no one will pay that. So it's like you get stuck in, when you're passionate about something, you're trying to get like a emphasis, a PhD, whatever on it. You can't even like seek the benefit, because these weird corporate, where it's like, what are you guys doing? Like,
why is
there's a lot of like weird, I don't know, like but also
what a
I
weird
think
throttle on something, you know? It's like,
but also I think I've only worked growing up for mom and pop businesses, so like there was a lot more transparency.
Right.
And I think I was just used to that, because that was my exposure to getting a job. Like, working at the mall for the first time in Victoria's Secret, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, Like, is this real?
Like,
Everyone's just sort of like beep boop 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 boop. Like nobody's paying attention. Everyone's just letting it rip. Like fuck it.
It's like a different pace and tempo of everything. Like
I don't know.
Like that?
It's very like unintentional, I guess, even if it is intentional.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So there's like, and then that's where kind of like the rage comes from, because when you're working hard, and then there's this other side that's like, and it just makes it kind of easier to throw tomatoes at each other, and then it's like, now we're all covered in tomatoes. Like, what did we do?
Dribbled into a corner, they say in basketball.
But also, you know, Trump represents, like, he's an entity. He's a force. He's like, I mean, the world is protesting. Yeah. Like, it's crazy. Fucking so Trump. It's just, I mean, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. And that's what's crazy. Like, no one knows what he's gonna do. He could just start, like, you know, throwing fucking fits. And, like, what if him and Elon break up? Like, what if the girls start fighting? So.
I didn't like that they said something about AI jabs. Jabs, but with AI in them.
No, dude.
I was like, what does that mean?
I'll fucking run away right now. I'll buy a fucking trailer and go buy a lot somewhere and, like, goodbye. Fine.
Dude, I was like, why would they have AI inside? AI inside. I'm like, no, dude, AI inside me?
No.
I got really worried about that. So we'll see.
I didn't like when Elon said that he knew the results before we did with his little
he had an app
thing that he made, and I was like, why is that not?
He's just saying shit.
Like, but can we just talk about it for like 5 more minutes, maybe? Like,
he's just saying shit. He's just saying, like, I'm a genius. It's like, whatever, Elon.
Dude, it's wild. It's a good TV show though, and I think that's what's the funniest part. Well, not the funniest part, but I guess like the most symbolic part about all of this is like, because we have this TV culture now. Our culture, our nation is a TV show to the whole world. Like we're really like, and we kind of committing to the bit. Because
we all want to see the next episode. Huh?
We all want to see the next episode. We all want to, but I get it. Like I'm also participating. I'm not saying that like I'm any better. Like, like trust me. Fuck. Like we're all just the grease in the wheel, I guess, and like
we're all trying to get promoted to head writer on this show.
Fuck yeah,
of
dude.
America. That's all that is, right?
Yeah.
Elon and Trump are like, we're head writers now on the show.
You're like, I've been viral for 20 minutes, so
what's up?
Fucking pay for my shit. And then like, you know, a baby kissing a dog could come up, and then, you know, that's viral, and then it's all over.
You're done.
And then Trump's like, also, fuck that pastor, and and it's like, okay. Also, healthcare might go away. I don't know.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's shit. Like headline, and then I'm like driving in traffic, and I'm like da 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 da.
My life's still going. What's your opinion on Elon throwing his heart out?
Bro.
Was that really throwing his heart?
I know a lot of people.
Has he been chilling with Koreans? Do Koreans do that? You know what I mean? Koreans do different little heart things. They do like, pew, pew. I don't know.
I know that people like are struggling with what he was doing.
I don't like what he did. That was not good. That was really dumb.
So what he's doing is hiling Hitler.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't like that, dude.
I also don't like it. And the fact... This is the part of when Trump ran the first time that I knew was going to take off like wildfire, was like this concept of what is fact, like when it comes to shit like that, honestly. Because it's like, I saw things about a Roman salute, and I'm like, who's Roman? Like,
no.
What are you guys even fucking talking about? Like,
some stuff is just like, and I get it, maybe they say he has like a learning disability, but he's like a genius, like a savant.
Since when did you guys give a fuck about that in the first place?
No. I'm just saying, like, they're giving them some excuse, but like, everyone knows what that is.
Yeah, it was censored in other countries.
So like, if you don't know what that is, then I guess they hired the wrong guy. Like, you couldn't work at the gas station and do that.
Yeah,
they'd be like,
but this is what I mean by that. Like, Trump is a regime. Like, it doesn't really matter if it's 4 years. why is Elon Musk in our politics, first of all?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I thought it was going to be a
where's
good move.
this? Why? He's not even a citizen. Like,
but I thought it was going to, well, yeah. I thought it was going to be a good hire just because, like, you know, a lot of people say, like, they're not career politicians. Let's get someone else in there. Okay, that's the vibe.
Well,
But then look how quick I regret it now. I regret it.
Well, but here's the aspect. What's up?
I said I regret liking Elon.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, oh.
Well, I think the aspect there, or this is my positive attempt, positive spin, is there needed to be some sort of change in general. And it just, I think it'll feel more harsh under Trump because it's just a lot all at once. And also, I think we all know how unsustainable it is because we're all in it. We're all in the muck. So it's like, you can't fucking do that.
Right.
And that's what I mean by, like, we are now a corporation. Like, we've all, like, when I work, you know, like, I've worked for people now. Like, I get it. You know, like,
broken.
I get how it can all start falling apart. And it's just like, I think we were hitting a tipping point already because it's like, if you look at the numbers, if you look at the shit, there's a whole generation that has all of the shit more than anybody, and they're getting ready to pass soon. And it's like they won't.
And they're trying to take it with them.
Yeah, like we're fucking Egyptian or something. Like, I don't know why we're doing that. And, like, I think either way, I don't know if anybody can save us because also they're all, like, their money is their money. Like, that's their economy. Like, that's the teat. And we're getting the what's left. Like, we're eat, love, pray. Like, I don't know.
We're different, Elon.
It's...
the next thing I want to ask you is, what's been pissing you off? Because this is mild. This is like, she's not even mad yet. What's really pissing you off in the news? Like, you got to pick one.
Oh,
pick
fuck,
one.
dude.
What do you got? You got any notes? You can write any notes on what's grinding your gears?
Oh, wait.
Or what?
I did bring my notebook. Hold on.
I
keep forgetting about it because it's, like, not real
bad.
in my mind, but also... TikTok.
Let me ask you. So, hey, well, how'd you feel about the TikTok thing?
Oh, my God.
Were you affected by it?
Not the TikTok.
You promote your pages and stuff on there? A lot of people are saying, hey, there's business owners on TikTok. What the fuck?
Dude, there's a whole economy on TikTok for all. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
There's people that get paid just for going live. You know, there's people that promote their business. There's people that are on there, you know, catfishing.
Well, that's what I mean. That's one of those things that when we're talking about taking away things, kicking people out, doing all this shit, we couldn't even ban an app. But also, we were never going to ban the app. Like, there's clearly... They're not politicians. They are businessmen. And they are doing business.
Yeah.
And, like, just pay fucking attention. Stop. Do not get gaslit. And that's why I worry about the younger generation, because it's like, there's definitely a different context when you're reading it, unfortunately. Like, you have to process it differently than, like, fucking watching fun games. Like, that's iPad kid. Like, I'm an iPad kid.
Yeah, like, I don't want to talk
I
shit.
mean, like, when I'm doing like, if I'm cooking something, I want to have a YouTube video on. Like, sorry. Like, I can't really do it in silence.
Yeah, or like a lot of times people say that thing where, like, they show, like, a guy passing away, and they're like, when you have your dinner without YouTube. You know, you're on your lunch break without YouTube, and you're like, oh, he passed away.
But don't get me wrong, I can do analog. I can throw on a CD or a vinyl or whatever the fuck. Like,
just noise?
Yeah, I just need noise, but that's just me personally. But I've been able to do that my whole life because fucking CD players and all that other shit, you know, so. But it's hard. Like, the day TikTok got unbanned, I went to go get a coffee at Dutch Bros, and this, like, little, I don't know, like, 19-year-old girl was like, I'm so sorry, like, I'm just so lost because I don't even know what's real anymore, and, like, I'm like, what, like, she was having
a problem.
a crisis. Like the fear in her eyes
Because
was
the
real.
app was gone.
But I also get it because I'm on TikTok, but I don't get it. Like,
But I mean,
can
for her,
see,
up to this point, the government hadn't fucked
yeah, like
over
I'm like she's
this.
19, she's had a phone her whole life.
But now
like,
she's realizing like there is caps on shit. Like
Dun,
they
dun,
will
dun.
they will take things away from you.
Yeah.
And just like, but they are the same guy that made you love it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the same situations. Like, we'll just fucking rip some shit away from you. So you have to be
like-
careful who you love.
Yeah.
You know, don't give the apps all your fucking attention anyway, because it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's not good for you anyway.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So.
It really was the fucking phones.
You're right. So it's because you're on that damn phone.
Damn.
I had Kegel talk. But for a second, I thought I had Kegel talk, like TikToks, you know? Is that a hashtag?
Dude, what?
Kegel talk? And the whole live, they're just doing Kegels and talking to you?
She's like, you'll never know.
If I'm not, or if I am,
Dude,
right?
that's a hilarious handle, actually. That's just like a funny, like, mindfuck experiment. That's like rage bait, honestly. People
Yeah.
are like, you're not even doing it. I'm like, you'll never know.
You'll never know. Submit another fucking $400.
Like, touch my eye or something.
Yeah. You guys can't see my hair moving? That's how you know.
Did you hear my ears pop? I thought so.
Yeah. Dude, that's a hard Kegel, bro. Your ears pop? That's insane. So, yeah, TikTok was whatever. I was more affected by the CapCut thing.
Oh, yeah.
CapCut was gone.
Sucks.
I was like, hey, what the fuck?
Well,
How am I
TikTok, if it was banned or not, honestly, I've been using it way less since, but it's,
Calling your name.
no. The Zuckerberg shit also is pissing me off.
What? Oh, why? Because he wants to loosen up?
The data shit, like, they're pissing me off. I don't know.
Okay, Zuckerberg pisses you off?
Zuckerberg,
Let's do that.
Zuckerberg pisses me off.
What's the main thing about Zuck that you don't like?
I just don't understand why.
Are you hating on his new drip?
Oh, his new presentation?
Because he's drippy now? He's wearing chains and stuff? Did you see what they looked up the emblem on his chain? Or what it is?
No.
And it's like some crazy old school Greek god or whatever that means, all this fucked up shit.
Really?
Yeah, because he's been wearing that little gold necklace now, so someone was like, hey, what is that? And it's like some weirdo shit.
Oh, of course it is.
It's like some weird cult shit. I'm like,
Well,
man.
here's the thing either way. So when I think about all of this, like, in time, like, if someone were to write a book about this shit right now, 100 years from now or whatever, if it still would be even existing, like, we sound like a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, we made two rich dudes rebuild our entire nation with AI and robots. And that was our downfall.
They're like, man, you guys really like the
And the
Matrix.
symbolism was there the whole time, and we were like, what? Or, like, if it wasn't, if it is. But either way, like, that's how it's getting written down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there are people that are getting influenced by that. So us as a body, that's how we represent ourselves for, like, future generations.
Yeah, when they dig our shit up.
They dig our shit up or whatever the fuck with the mudslides and the fucking hurricane.
Oh,
whatever
Tartaria.
The fuck, and you know what I mean? But it's like... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're going to be like, why'd you guys do it like this?
Either
Like,
way, like, we're living in this reality, and it's not, like, actively, like, fucking,
yeah.
you know,
Like when they
happening. It's like time for us is, you know, we're living 100 years, you know, it's, and then it's over, and then the new thing happens, and how we translate ourselves is, it's, when you're reading it, it's in a different context entirely.
Hang on a second. You did bring something to show me today. You brought a picture? What's that picture? Let's talk about it.
Okay, so this picture, it's like a crayon.
Let me get farther away from it until you tell me what it is.
No, stop! It's not scary.
Explain it. It looks creepy. That's why I'm like,
It's not. Well, I mean, you might maybe be spooked by it. Spooked by it. So a couple years ago, I went to this gathering with my mom and my aunt.
Say no more.
So there's a man called Hoyt. What is his name?
Dude, everything about your story is creepy.
No.
A gathering, right? Then it's not a guy named. It's a guy called. It's a man they call.
No. I said, what's his name?
No, you said it's a man called.
Oh, well, he's called like a spiritual.
It's his title is like his job.
Yeah, spiritual minister, or I don't know. There's not really like a word. So there are like blogs calling him different things. Because when I describe it, you're gonna be like, nah, that doesn't fucking happen, and that's
okay,
fine.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm ready.
His name is
Zach
Hoyt Robinette. And my aunt found him, and I don't know how the fuck she found him. Like, so.
You know what that means?
Yeah, I don't. I was like, my aunt. If you knew my aunt, then you'd be like, sure and fine. For $15, I'll go.
That's funny.
Yeah, and that's what we did. So it was like $15. It was in someone's apartment because he just travels a lot. So he has to, like, it's always a small group. It's always like 10 to 15 people in a room, probably like this big or bigger. And he basically has you come in, and he enters a state of consciousness with people where I don't know if you've ever like met somebody and you can like feel them more because they're like
whoa. What do you mean? Their
big
presence?
aura energy, as the Gen Z kids say.
Presence,
like you know, like it's like a force.
I've never felt that, but people feel it on me.
I don't know.
Yeah, I walk through.
I'm like,
I'm kidding.
This is the woo woo, okay? Like this is this is my experience.
Right when you met him, you felt something.
Yeah, like he's a very tall guy, very kind energy, very soft but very stern, very direct. Needed everything to be the way it was, and if you didn't want to participate, that was okay, but you couldn't. I'm okay actually. Yeah. But like. Very firm boundaries, I guess. Mm-hmm. But he has like a basket of crayons, markers, pencils, any like drawing element. He gave you an index card, which is what that is, and you just had to hold it in between your hands while we were like waiting for him because he was blessing the room or whatever the fuck. This is such a weird story.
I'm halfway in now, so you can't back out. That was a plain index card.
That was a plain index card.
Okay, I'm freaked out already.
Yeah, that was a plain index card. And then when we would come in, we wrote nothing on it, okay? And also my name is on here, right? You saw my name. You didn't
write that?
I did not write
that. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I should get away. I'll go sit on the other side of the room. I won't be in the frame for this story. I'm going to be over there.
I did not write that. I just held it in between my hands. And when we walked in, we would put the index card in this basket. It's like a big woven basket. Like it just looked like he dumped a bunch of shit in there. And then the room was just the pop-out chairs. And it was decorated with silk, and it had faces and people like that on them, and they were impressed on the silk in like different colors and stuff. And then he basically was like, I'm basically gonna meditate and go into a different state of consciousness, and I'm able to interact with the people or entities or whatever that surround you. Whoa. And so it's like a spiritual reading. Okay. And what I think these are called blind bells or something, like in
I've heard them called $15 hollers.
Yeah. But there's a section of people, like he has groupies, like people follow. I sat next to a guy that was from fucking Australia. He came from Australia to Tucson.
Male groupies. I'm out.
No, and women. Okay, like 80-year-old women too. I'm like, so what's wrong with that? We were on the plane to follow a guy because he goes to like places in Colorado and Las Vegas, but I think the year that I went was the last year that he did it because the only thing I could find about him online was different blogs of people who believe in this stuff because it's also like tied into astral projection, and people believe that like you are entering and channeling it because something fucking happened.
Okay, so
and I was there the whole time.
Finish, tell me.
Anyway, he goes into his state and your loved ones visit and he just blurbs out. He's like, this is older man, name is Wayne, but like his head's like moving around. He's using different accents and voices, and like it was a trip. And everyone in the room was sort of like ha-ha-haing at first, but by the end of it, we were all like, what the fuck?
Scary.
And then at the end, he opens the basket and he calls the name in black because everyone's name was in black. And how he does that, I don't fucking know. But the basket was under him the whole time too.
And you guys had never met?
No.
Okay.
Yep. Because he also did a sermon in a Masonic lodge later that I went to the next week because my mom was like, come to me with this. And I was like, please don't go by yourself. Like, why are you doing this? So I went with her. And then he called me out again in the large crowd. And I was just like, and that's a wrap. I'm like, Mom, I'm done. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm not trying to be this
And I'm
guy's
like,
favorite.
if you think I'm a yapper, my lovely mother is also a yapper.
She's on the show next.
So...
You don't know, I already got
you know, and I'm like, maybe she told him, you know, whatever. Not really, but who knows. But basically, and these other names, so like my uncle had just died, so that's my uncle. This is my cousin.
And he wrote all this stuff. Or no, you don't know who wrote it because the basket was
So
already...
the basket, he sits on a high, like, bar stool so that there's like no, like... The basket's in the view the whole time, and it's just underneath him.
I'm going to go on LinkedIn and see if he's with LinkedIn with Chris Angel. Does he know Chris Angel?
Dude, whatever it is, I don't...
No, I believe so far. Come on, tell me.
But if you Google him, if you just hit images, you can see all the other ones that he did... I have my mom... I took photos of my mom's, too.
So what's up with the front of the card?
So the front of the card is your, like... prominent force around you, and sometimes like mine's far away, but there's like my mom's is like a whole face of somebody like very zoomed in.
That wasn't on there?
No, and it's very detailed, right?
So what? Okay, so tell me again now. So you just held a plain card?
Yeah, like if I were to rip that off, I just like held it.
And then why did he give people crayons?
He didn't give anyone crayons.
But you said he had them there?
They were in a basket. So it's like, imagine a basket full of markers, crayons, and shit. Everyone just put their blank index cards, and they put that basket underneath him. And then he did this fucking meditation, weird reading, fucking knowing everybody by their first name with the accent and the nicknames and all the shit. And then comes out of the state and then reads us our cards and then tells us what's on there. And I think this person on the front is...
a saint?
Yeah, because I have Mother Mary on here, which is interesting. I think it's that one, but I don't know. It says Dr. Clifton Ayers. But it's spooky as fuck, because I don't know how... Like, I was there the whole time, and there was 10 other people there, and...
It's heavy.
They all got just as detailed ones, if not more. Like, my mom's is crazy detailed.
I know a guy that looks like that. Hard-ass pose, man. Send me, I'm going to have to post that.
Pull up.
I'm going to post that on this episode with that. That's creepy.
Dude, it is, because...
So what did you feel after? Did you feel anything after? What did you feel like when you got that? Were you still skeptic, or... Because you said you walked in there like, okay, let's see, and now you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was mind fucked. I don't...
How long ago was this?
Yesterday. Yeah. 4 hours ago? No.
Like, I'm shaking, dude. It's early.
I think it was like 8-ish years ago.
Dude.
7 years ago.
So other people you're with, they all had their cards the same. They're all freaked out.
Yeah, But there was 4 people that were following him, just like going wherever he went to get readings. Yeah.
And do you think they were paying more than $15? They're probably giving him donations.
Well, the thing about him, that's what was interesting. Like, I think he just used that money to pay the lady who he was staying with, because he would stay for like a couple days and then leave again, because he was, I don't know. I at that time, I don't really know how people found him except for like word of mouth. And like, he would only go to Masonic lodges.
What the fuck?
And
dude?
So there was like that whole connection, but it was like a blurb because I was, I don't know, 24, 23.
Yeah, you weren't even like hip to like.
I was like, yeah, sure, Mom.
Like, I better pay attention to this.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
And then I leave with that, and then I'm like, okay, all right, that's nice. Cool.
And you're like, I feel 44 now.
6.
Right?
Yeah.
You're like,
yeah,
I know I have so much knowledge. Like,
yeah, I'm like, okay.
That's creepy, dude. So what do you think that was? What, in your opinion, then? You were there. So, like, if it was a magic trick, it was a damn good one. But if it was supernatural or, you know, cross medium or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
and maybe someone else who has this will say the same thing. But
did the basket move?
And maybe they'll have a better perception of it, because I, like I said, was like, you know, being a fucking asshole.
Let me turn that heater on.
Oh no, you're good.
Okay. Did the basket move or anything? Mm-mm. You saw the basket the whole time?
Yeah.
Nobody saw the cards change? Mm-mm. Like in front of their
And no one
eyes?
entered the room. No one, like, it was literally just under him. And he put a black cloth over it.
I think I was Rasputin 2.0.
And as we were leaving, like, there were no extra cards. And like I said, it was like a giant basket filled with shit. So like, to have him like moving that around, he would have had to do it in front of us, like to like reach in there, you know what I mean, and like pull these out. 2
words for you. False bottom. There was a hole in the floor, and someone switched out the.
They were on the first floor.
So you dig a hole, you going down, and it's an apartment too. They didn't have the free range to dig holes.
I mean, if they were doing that, then I hope it was worth the deposit. No.
Dude, he's making 15 a pop.
Yeah, they're like $80. I'll dig a hole.
Dude, that's the second time you freaked me out with a story on my show. The first time was I can't say the word. Certain creatures that were like you seen on a freeway. That was scary. Dude.
Yes.
I gotta link up with that guy. Does
well,
he smoke?
So I saw, dude.
You know what I mean?
I saw a blog that was in 2016 that said that he's not doing it anymore, or that they couldn't find him or something.
Yeah,
so I hope
Did anyone offer him 30?
I would totally go again if I could.
Would you offer him 30? Right.
30. Dude, I'll
get him to come out of retirement.
Give me 5 of them for 100. Like, I don't even. What do you want? Just tell me what you want.
I got a rich homie out there. He'll give a guy a Bitcoin for that.
Yeah.
A whole coin, dude. Rich guys.
Woo!
Rich guys will pay for that.
This could be the
especially rich guys.
Spooky index card coin.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Rich guys love getting in with the Masons too. The Masonic shit. They love linking up.
It's a match made in heaven, honestly.
All right. You're over talking about that. The last thing I had for you, what are your predictions for the rest of the year?
Oh, bitch. Buckle up.
What are you guessing? You guessing UFOs come talk?
I think, bro, if it doesn't happen this year, Jesus. If it doesn't, I don't know. We're getting closer to the disclosure
time
shit, yeah. I think. It's just how it's getting presented. It's not everybody's paying attention, and also they're not really taking it seriously. So it's like,
yeah, they don't take your boy Greer. His name's Stephen Greer.
Stephen Greer.
They don't take him serious. He's jumped out the window a couple times on like, you know, lizard people and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So people don't know like it's okay to go that deep, even if you have to like, you know, justify it in your mind, like, oh, they're talking about lizard people, like people that are really cold-hearted, maybe.
Yeah.
Right? Like, is that what you mean? Like, but listen to the show, but like, try to get into it. As soon as they say like people can transform into lizards, people are like, I'm out. See you later, Dr. Gray.
I was just about to say that's so funny you said that. I was like, I don't agree with everything that he says, but I do think, as far as the UFO disclosure, for the most part, I feel like that makes the most sense.
Yeah, some stuff
for now. So it's just like, that's the only person that I know that has like that much resounding. There was a podcaster that had him on, and literally they fucking summoned UFOs. Like, the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
That would be so
like,
crazy.
it's just like,
Let's
they
try
didn't
to
do it on the podcast, which was lame, but like, obviously. But
it's like are they going to catch Bigfoot shows? They never do.
yeah, for sure. But also, we need to still keep the skepticism, I think, because it's like,
let's make them prove it.
I'm into it more than the Kardashians, you know, like.
Yeah, it's definitely more important.
Yeah, like I
If we're alone or not,
I find that a better topic.
Yeah.
But it's just like, you know, yet another topic that I don't know if we'll fully know in this lifetime. Like, who fucking knows?
That's
and it's so annoying.
That's my only reason for wanting to be immortal.
I know.
If the technology
Dude, the
gets
tea
good,
is so good. It's just like,
I want to see how this ends.
but the existence is annoying, you know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of annoying. But you gotta, like, I don't know, you have to just observe, not absorb. Just look at it. You don't gotta, like, really do anything with it. And just, like, think about it for, like, a little bit longer. And then how it affects
Before you start screaming at your neighbors.
And then it's just, like, and I get that that's easier said than done. And, like, I'm probably going to be, like, a huge psycho in, like, 6 hours. So, like, who knows? But it's, like,
yeah, when you get home, I'm going to have a
the
bunch
ebbs
of
and flows, the ebbs and flows. But it's just, like, in general, it's better to stay calm than getting wild, you know? So it's, like, I gotta chill myself out. I gotta meditate and summon UFOs, you know? No.
See what they think. I posted this clip the other day.
Council.
I posted this clip of Patrice O'Neal. He said, have your opinion, but don't let your opinion have you. I was like, damn, people need to hear that. Like, you can have your opinion, you know, up till now, but don't start tripping on everyone out there.
Yeah, exactly. Because we're all in this together, you know?
Yeah, we're all stuck in this shit. What other predictions you got before you go?
Shit. Oh, shit, yeah, sorry, that was...
No, you're good. We're going to use all that. Predictions.
You
told me to keep you on the rails.
Predictions. I think at least 2 politicians will pass, but not violently. I think just because they're all like 1,000 years old.
That's just like your lock-in bet.
Yeah,
they're all 90.
My personal picks are
no.
are Mitch McConnell, if they don't somehow like plug him into the wall or something.
That dude's already dead, yeah.
Bro, like how it's happening. Who knows? Maybe Elon's like, Mitch, how would you like 10 more years?
Yeah, you're the first guy to go. Yeah.
And they're like, we could put AI in you. You want a little Mitch forever.
Yeah.
Maybe a Biden.
Oh.
A Biden.
Oh shit.
Who knows, you know? A Biden.
One of their clan loses one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Other predictions, I feel like finances are going to blow like around July-ish, maybe.
Start buying Bitcoin now?
July or October. I don't even know if that's what's bracking, you know?
What do you think?
I don't know.
S&P or what?
Fucking sourdough starter. No, I'm just kidding.
A lot of bitches are making bread.
I'm bitches.
A lot of bitches are making bread now, and they're making it like a big deal.
Yeah, I'm bitches.
They're making a big deal about it. They're like, look at me. And they're trying to like trick the guys.
Yeah.
They're trying to trick the guys and be like, look, I got skills now.
Yeah.
Like the old timey. You were just on OnlyFans.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
These chicks were just on OnlyFans. Now they're making bread.
They're like, on second thought.
I'm on to you. It's too late to start playing Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
You should have been making bread.
It's July or October for the sourdough ladies. I think personally July because the starters are better in the summer, you know.
Invest in bread boxes.
Yeah.
The bread knives, the electric bread knife.
And like a solid cast iron pot. So that makes everything better.
Whatever.
Yeah, Dutch oven. And then we rise in October. Just kidding. Okay. My other prediction, I think Trump's going to get into a fight with Elon because that's inevitable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, nerds and jocks and shit, they don't get along, whatever.
Yeah, they're so silly. The girls. Okay. And then
mean girls up there.
The mean girls, dude. Yeah, we're at the popular table for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh wait, I wrote some down. Fuck my life.
Oh, you had predictions?
Yeah. For this very fucking reason, what I'm doing right now. Predictions.
Page 3 on the pod.
Yeah, page. Well, I'm like, I do other things. Oh, this one's just like funny. And I don't know why I wrote this down. But I think this year it's going to come out about LeBron having a lot of affairs.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
He's been backing out of everything. LeBron.
And also the Obama tea. I don't know if it's Jennifer Aniston. I love that rumor. I love that rumor.
How could we almost fucking forget? Okay. Break that down for everyone real quick.
I love that there's
your
an
prediction?
Obama dating Jennifer Aniston rumor. That is like the funniest fucking thing to me. If it's true,
you know they
Jennifer, that is.
You know they ordered pizza or something. They were blazing, and the guy handed the food off like, "What did I just see?" Like,
Bitch.
he couldn't get his.
Dude.
He went and told
The
people.
only time a man has ever gossiped appropriately was in that moment. He's
Thank
like,
you so much,
who
DoorDash
Obama
man.
was
George, some fucking Puerto Rican.
Normally
DoorDash.
it's like, who is Obama with? I don't know.
Yeah. He was like the girl from Friends.
The girl from Friends.
Was
Which
fucking
one?
the first
Monica?
black
Yeah.
Rachel was fucking the
It was
first.
Monica.
Black
No. Doesn't even get it right. Let's see.
Phoebe was fucking Barack.
I think March and April are going to be weird too. Just because tension is rising. July or January is also like 6 months in itself.
When's St. Patty's though?
March.
So no, everyone's gonna be drunk.
Well, that's
April Fools is gonna be the anniversary of my show. So just pick another month, dude.
Well, I don't make the rules, you know,
right.
and that's the problem.
The stars.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to make the rules.
The stars, right? The stars are.
The stars are falling. The stars are aligning. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what they're going to say because that's what we're fucking reporting. Because we're dummies.
Yeah.
We're dummies for 2025.
That's your
my
prediction.
prediction.
We're gonna end stupid. Stupider.
Also, I think the Kendrick Drake thing. I think Drake is gonna.
Oh yeah, he starts
bury himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, just stop. Yeah. Like you're. Wop. Just stop.
Yeah, that sucks for him.
Stop it.
He tried to sue a guy. That's crazy.
Baby Diddy, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Kind of. I don't know why. Well, maybe because you're a woman on the show. What's your thoughts on the dude that exposed himself to the bikini bean girl, and then killed himself when it came out? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
What's your thoughts? Because it's like good, but then it's like that's fucked up.
Yeah, for sure.
But he shouldn't have been doing that.
No, absolutely not. It's completely unacceptable. That's what sucks about being in a situation like that. And I'm not saying like, God, it sucks to be hot. Like that's not what I'm saying. It's like
stuck in that.
It's
job,
like
though.
Clearly that guy was in that mindset for a while. Like that's not something that you just do.
Right.
On the flip. Or like, or there was something else brewing that it's like, if
you know the proof that it wasn't
I didn't really like his mom's reaction of like,
what did his mom say?
She was pretty much like, you know, you guys should be, you know, I'm going to sue that girl and like all this shit. And it's like, there's also like, your son also did something like
really crazy.
There was something that happened for us to get to this point, and I think that's something that you need to swallow for a little bit, and like it's like
no, I'm just the proof that it wasn't his first time is because she had her camera ready.
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly. I'm like, so she just needs to be harassed, like. No. And again, I don't think it's a cause and effect situation, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that because he did that, like, he was doing that. Like, the fuck is happening?
How come people aren't saying, like, where was his mental state to be going out in the world naked, flasher?
Because people don't want to fucking worry about it.
He shouldn't have been flashing.
No.
He shouldn't have killed himself.
No.
He does a lot of things he shouldn't have been doing, sounds like. You know what I mean? Like, there was nobody telling.
There was plenty of things that happened before this.
Yeah.
Before her to just be like... And also, like, that was... I don't know.
That's a crazy one, right? Because when it happened, I was like showing people like, hey, look at this guy, he got caught. Fuck him. And then it came out a little bit later, like he killed himself. I was like, damn. But the internet did its job. But then like, damn, like I was fucked up.
There's just that one's hard because there's a dark reality to it that I think we all know, but it's hard to talk about out loud, obviously. Because it's like,
yeah.
But
I think that would be a good one for the people that say porn is brain rot and all that. You know, there's guys out there that think porn is real life, and like they can roll up and flash a girl, and she's gonna be like, "Oh,
so
I'm
wild."
It's like, dude, you're so far gone. It's like the dudes that think they can fight, and then they go pick a fight, and then you get fucking your head caved in.
Yeah,
it's like you don't know what you're capable of. You're allowed to do.
I think a certain part of your brain is like blocked, like you're not thinking fully.
Yeah.
To be fucking, I don't know.
Just rolling up.
You're missing social cues entirely, or you don't give a fuck, which is multiple scary. Because why are you driving butt ass naked?
But
bro?
he did only the bottoms.
Ew.
He had a shirt on.
What the fuck?
So it's like
I hate that more.
Girls don't like that either, dude. So he doesn't know what girls like at all.
No, I'm just kidding.
You know what I mean? He pulled up when he pooed.
He poo-beared.
Yeah, Pooh Bear. I'm like, no, dude.
Yeah.
So I had my opinions, but then he died, so I just reserved them. But then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll ask you. You're a girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, bro, that would have pissed me the fuck off.
You would have filmed him too.
I wouldn't have needed a fucking camera. I'd been like, fucking, get out that fucking car, I'll beat your ass.
Hot coffee for
yeah.
games. I thought you ordered iced. Oh, it was hot.
I didn't even think about the coffee. That's fine.
Right? Just toss a coffee in there.
I'll just pull my rings in. I don't, like, what are we doing? So press funny. On the gas now, bro.
I thought you were saying you were doing Indian burn on it. Am I allowed to say that?
I don't know what else that'd be called. Fucking assault.
So funny. All right, well, thanks for coming back and doing my show.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing the video episode. Hopefully you're down to come back. Another appearance.
Another one.
Another one. I don't know if more stuff has to happen or...
More stuff does have to happen.
You know what I mean? And then you're like, dude, I'm mad again. That's usually what sparks the episodes. You're upset that a celebrity is doing something crazy.
I know, bro. I just stop with the celebs, guys. Like,
let's just stop.
Now's the time to lock in because it's about to get swifty.
Yeah.
But it's also time to rebuild in place of that shit that's falling apart. So we gotta like lock in.
Pay attention.
Pay attention. Hone in. You gotta don't let it get slippery. Focus.
When she's on the episodes, when you see her name, click on it. We're gonna help you lock in.
10 steps on how to lock in.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, and thanks for watching the show. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
See ya.